What is the polite way for me to tell somebody that if they don't stop smacking while they're eating and chewing with their mouth open, that I'm gonna end their life?
This is a really, like, genuinely excellent question, and I feel like it's asked 50% in jest and 50% honestly, but I've actually, started to advocate for myself in this way. And the first time I did it, I was so afraid. I was so just like, "This shouldn't be that big of a deal. This shouldn't be bothering you as much as it is," but it is bothering you, and you have to find yourself comfortable asking for support, even if it's from strangers from time to time. And I was sitting at a bar top, like, drinking a tea or whatever, just sort of hanging out at this kava place that I like to hang out at. And there was this young man on the other side of it, and he's boom, 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 like almost like his own sort of tick. He's like drumming on the counter of the bar top. And every single time the bottom of his fist hit that bar top, it gave me the physical sensation of, somebody tapping me on the head. And so at first, I tried to remove my hands from it, but same thing, like the whole thing just vibrates, and I'm extra sensitive to low frequencies. And so even though I wasn't even touching the bar top, I could still feel it. So I finally got myself to a point where I just said, okay, I'm just going to walk over and ask. And sort of without any mental rehearse, I just said, I'm going to go over, I'm going to do my best to be respectful, and I'm going to do my best to advocate for myself. And I said something, paraphrasing, along the lines of like, hey man, I'm not trying to be difficult, and I apologize. I know this sounds crazy, but I have really serious sensory issues, and every single time you drum on the countertop, it feels like somebody's tapping me in the face, and it's really hard to manage. Again, I understand that the way I'm reacting to this is a real serious overreaction, but it's not something that I can help. And if I could just ask you, if you happen to see me sitting at the counter, you know, do me a real appreciated favor by not drumming on the counter. I would appreciate it so much more than I could ever tell you. And he just looked at me. He goes, "Oh my God, man, I'm so sorry. Like, absolutely. Please, please, you know, I'm so sorry. Like, that's not my intention." And it was really good. And there were other times, over the course of weeks and months, because it was sort of a nervous tick for him. He would do it, and then he would immediately like catch himself and like look around, like, "Hey, is that other guy there?" And catch himself. And one time he was like, "Hey, I caught myself doing it. I hope that didn't bother you. As soon as I realized I was doing it, I stopped. It's just sort of a nervous thing from being a drummer for years. I'm just constantly kind of doing it." But more often than not, people are going to be super receptive. Like, no one wants to be a jerk. No one wants to just ruin someone's day if they can help someone with even a little bit of effort. There's always going to be somebody out there that's just going to tell you to fuck off, or hey, it's not that serious, or I don't care. Those people are going to exist, but so much more often than not, like, people want to be helpful. People really do want to be kind. And if they can do you a kindness by only doing you this much effort, it even makes them feel that much better about it. But I think the hardest part about that is just speaking up for ourselves. Like, that's the thing that's so hard, because we know we're asking for something crazy, but it's not crazy to us. So I would say, if you find yourself in one of those positions, if it's somebody that's close to you, it's of course going to be easier. But even just like if you're sitting at you're sitting in an office cafeteria and somebody's doing it, like, you can just have that conversation. No one likes someone smacking their food, right? In your example. But if you're like, hey, this bothers me in a way that it doesn't bother other people, and if you could just help me out with this, it would mean a lot. Like, those kinds of discussions go so far.